Welcome to Smorgasbord, everyone. Today we're talking about Jack White. The iconic American musician was born on July 9th, 1975, and is 50 years young today. Jack was born in Detroit, and his birth name is actually John Anthony Gillis. His first instrument was actually the drums, which he started playing after finding an abandoned kit in the family attic, which had belonged to one of his older brothers. He began an upholstery apprenticeship at the age of 15, eventually forming a band with his apprentice mentor, and he switched to the guitar at that point because his mentor already played the drums. He met Meg White at the restaurant where she was waitressing while he was a senior in high school, and they did eventually marry 3 years later when Jack was 21, with Jack taking Meg's name in a non-traditional role reversal. And through this time, Jack was playing with several Detroit area bands, but he did eventually convince Meg to try playing the drums, and their band, the White Stripes, hit the Detroit scene as well, signing to a small indie label and beginning to release albums in the late 90s and early 2000s. The band was catapulted to fame with the release of the 2001 album White Blood Cells, led by the powerhouse single Fell in Love with a Girl. They emerged as part of the garage rock revival movement in the early 2000s, alongside bands such as The Strokes, The Vines, and The Hives, or as they were colloquially known at the time, the Bands. And with the release of their 2003 album Elephant, the band reached even new heights, led by the single Seven Nation Army, which has since become their signature song. The White Stripes released 2 more albums in the 2000s before disbanding, but as that band began to fade, other projects with Jack at the helm flourished, including the Raconteurs and the Dead Weather, where he returned to his original instrument of the drums. White launched a solo career with the release of the 2012 album Blunderbuss, and he's remained an in-demand solo artist right up until the present day. He also founded Third Man Records in 2001, which is currently headquartered in his adopted home of Nashville. And over the course of his various projects, White has released 18 albums in 25 years. He's won 12 Grammys. He's been included on Rolling Stone's Greatest Guitarists lists in 2010 and in 2023. And this year he'll be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the White Stripes. All right, happy birthday, Jack White, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Please drop a comment if there's another musical topic you'd love to learn more about, and we'll see you next time. Take care.